Hello guys and welcome back to a series where I test out all these accessories on all possible classes. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Warlock. Finally, this is a class I'm very comfortable with, so this one should be pretty fast. I don't have much to say about Warlock. It's a very straightforward class to me. I do have all the gears ready for me to be using here. I'm just going to be using the best in slot stuff. This is the best one for Warlock. It really refines the rotation a lot, and it's also not cut dependent that much when you do it like this, although cut is super good on Warlock. Super good. We have no decks. As usual, we have just the normal pink outfits and the weapon, and then this is the gear we're going to be using. I will use the pet as well, the gentleman fancy, just at level 1, so it's not really going to make much a difference. It's just so that to simulate a perfect situation for most of these talismans and stuff like the warmonger. So this one will be like very fast. So I'm just gonna start with the Annihilation over there, and then the Famine, and then the Filth, and then we're gonna start doing the talisman and stuff, and then mix and match, and we will be done. So that will be probably one of the shortest video because I have to do. I know I don't even have to do that many rotations. My rotations are very refined when it comes to Warlock. Oh, I actually just class change. I don't even have the skill set up. Let me quickly do that. Okay, that is it. This is the skill setup I'll be using. So let's go in and then let's start doing these tests. 242. 242. I'm like, if I get another 242, that's it. I don't even need to do more. 247. 243. So for the class, we're going to leave that at 247 as our pick. 247 male. Now let's quickly swap into, let's start with Famine this time. Quickly, so that we can do all the mathematics at the start and get it over with. So 3-piece Famine, then the class for the remaining ones. Let's see how this one goes. I'm just going to use the rotation the same. It doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to keep the rotation kind of same because anyway, I want to use my burst when I'm into my transformation state, so it is fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is fine. It is fine. Okay, so let's go in. 367. 377. 375. So for Famine, let's record our pick was 377. Now for Famine, of course, we have to get the calculator, and then we're going to do 377 mil. We're going to multiply this by 0.92, and then we're going to multiply this by 1.24. And this one will be 430 mil. So 430 mil for the Famine set. Let's quickly swap into, let's do Annihilation, and then we're going to do Filth. That's the last one. So Annihilation here. Annihilation doesn't need me to do anything. So let's quickly do Annihilation, see how well this one does. 406. 404. 401. So we're gonna record for Annihilation. The pick was 406 mil. Let's swap into Filth and see how Filth does. So quick Filth. We have to quickly reset this and start it. 428. 433. 434. So for Filth, we're gonna pick that on at 434 mil. Now let's start putting in some of these talismans. We're gonna go back to Famine. Let's start with Famine again. So full Famine, and then we're gonna start with Fate because it's the one I hate most. So full Famine and then Fate. Let's see how this one does. 376. 415. Okay. Now this is what I did different on this run. You know what? Don't even bother. Don't even bother about trying to time this one. It is much better to do your normal rotation for your demon mark than trying to leverage that 15% skill damage increase on one skill. Like trying to do it on the ultimate. Because the moment I do it on the ultimate, I do lose a demon mark there, and if I try and do it again like that, so just forget about that passive. Just do your normal rotation. Just do your normal rotation as well. 414, yeah. Okay. That is it. Don't Don't bother with that passive at all. It's not good. So we're gonna record this as a pick of 415 mil on the Famine and Fate set. So Famine Fate set. Don't bother with the passive. It doesn't really work out for Warlock that well. So let's get back our calculator here, and then we're gonna do that. So 415 mil was what we got. We're gonna multiply this one by, oops, I minused it. We're gonna multiply this one by 0.92. Let's multiply this by 1.24. That is 473 for this one. Now we're going to swap from the Fate one. I'm gonna do Apocalypse. So let's quickly go in and say 437, 443, 430. For this one we did pick at 443 mil. Let's get back the calculator and then do this one. So 443 million. Multiply this one by 0.92. Then we're gonna multiply this one by 1.24. And then this is a 505 mil. So Famine and Apocalypse 505 mil. We're gonna swap this one out to Warmonger now. So three pieces Famine, 2 pieces Warmonger. Let's see how well this one does. 444, 441, 444. So when it comes to Famine and War, we are picking at 444 mil. So let's get back the calculator and then let's do, so 444 million, multiply this by 0.92, then multiply this one by 1.24. So for Famine and Warmonger, we're going to record that we're getting a pick of 506 mil. Famine and Warmonger. Now we're going to swap into, let's go to Annihilation now. So 3-piece Annihilation, and then we're going to do, let's do Fate again. Where is Fate? Fate. 2-piece Fate? Yeah, so 2-piece Fate and 3-piece Annihilation. Let's see how that one goes. Again, I'm not going to change the rotation. I'm just going to do the rotation. So normally, looks like it is working better. 450, 438, 460. So for Annihilation and Fate, we are picking at 460 mil. That is Annihilation and Fate. So let's swap out from Fate. Let's put in Apocalypse. Let's see how well Apocalypse does. 467, 493, 483. So Annihilation and Apocalypse, this was picked at 493 mil. So let's swap out Apocalypse into Warmonger, and that is the last one for Annihilation. Let's see how this one does. 500 mil. Fuck. 487 mil. 508 mil. So when it comes to Annihilation and Warmonger, so this combo Annihilation and Warmonger, we managed to pick at 508 mil. Now let's swap these ones into Filth. So let's go Filth and let's start with Fate as well. For consistency, where's the necklace? There you go. So 3-piece Filth and then 2-piece Fate. That is what we're going to start with. Let's go. This one always starts on its own, so I have to quickly reset and start. 471, 461, 484, 491. So for Filth and Fate, we are picking at 491 mil. Now let's quickly swap out from the Fate and we're gonna go into Apocalypse, and then the last one will be Warmonger, and that will be 8. So quick reset and start. 509 mil, 504 mil, 515 mil. For Filth and Apocalypse, we are picking at 515 mil as our pick. Now let's do the last one, which is Filth and Warmonger. Let's swap into the Warmonger here and then see how Warmonger does. 533 mil. 526, 543 mil. 543 mil. Okay. So when it comes to the Filth and the Warmonger set, so Filth and the Warmonger set, we managed to pick at 543 mil. Now let's do a quick mix and match over here. So we're gonna do the two-piece. So we're gonna do the two-piece Filth here with the Famine necklace, and then we're gonna do Apocalypse there. No, we're gonna do Talisman. Should be Warmonger. And then the Apocalypse. So let's do a mix and match. This gives us the 5-piece set effect for the Warlock, which is kind of juicy, but let's see if this combo does anything good. 449. It's not that good, but it's actually not that bad as I thought. 437. Yeah. We picked that one at 449 mil. That is for the class set. So the mix and match, I don't think there's a really good mix and match here. So let's just, for the sake of science, let's put in the necklace. Let's put in the Annihilation ring like that. Let's try out this one. People like braces. That one and the ring like this. I think there's someone asked me something like this. Yeah. So the bracer of Annihilation and then this. I doubt it's gonna do anything different, but let's see. 411. Yeah, it did miss up a couple skills there, but even if I did hit him, it would still hit around 430-ish. So the mix and matches are not that good. Not that good. The passive is okay, but the duration is way too short. It is way too short. Now for a quick TLDR of my finance today, the top set was the 3-piece Filth with the 2-piece Warmonger. This was the highest possible one you managed to get, which hit 543 mil. This was later followed by the Filth and Apocalypse, which hit 515 mil. So 3-piece Filth and then the 2-piece Apocalypse. This was very closely followed by Annihilation and the Warmonger. So Annihilation like that, full 3-piece. Oh, sorry. Warmonger, 2x Warmonger, and then 3-piece Annihilation. So like that one managed to hit 508 mil. However, this was super close with the Famine one, but this one take a little bit of grain of salt because everyone keeps trying to correct me in the comment section with this mathematics. So there's a chance it's a little bit lower than the 506, but for now let's just put it there as number 4, which hit 506 mil, the Famine and the Warmonger set. And it was very similar with the Famine and the Apocalypse set, just being a little bit lower at 505. So yeah, those are our finance today. The best one was the Filth and Warmonger. It's just super consistent. It is super consistent. Now the Fate one is not that bad, surprisingly, unlike the other classes we have tested. It is actually not that bad. So if you look at your 4-piece set effect on the Warlock, so you do get this dim shadow stacks that gives you this 10-second cooldown reduction on all of your skills. Then you also have a passive on your character, which is called Final Eulogy, which also reduces cooldowns when you ulti, which also has a cooldown on its own. And then you are also introducing another thing you have to keep track of, and that is the shackles. The shackles also gives you like a 10-second burst window. So it's a little, it's not bad, but it's really annoying. It's really annoying to upkeep this, and the buff you get for this 10-second isn't really that big of a deal. That even holding a skill to use this big multiplier is not really that good for Warlock, because Warlock, your highest hitting skill will be the Demon burst anyway. It doesn't matter if you hold your ultimate or anything, you're actually losing damage if you try and hold your skill. So the Fate set doesn't really work so well with a Warlock. It's even worse if you are playing a Warlock with Chariot, because it kind of is even more annoying, because you have to keep track of so many things when it comes to the Fate set. So yeah, that is it for the Warlock today, guys, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks guys for watching this kind of video. These videos are actually annoying to make. Okay, not really annoying, they're actually hard. I can't feel my back right now. I think I'm getting too old. So thanks guys for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Like and subscribe, and peace.